Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back today for another Alliance War video, and you can't see, I'll show you, I'm joined with a little fella here. He likes to just chill while I make videos, don't you, buddy? Yeah. Okay, so this war is against DSVG. Boosted up here pretty big, because there's one fight that I am petrified about, dude, and it's a Kindred. Kindred is very, very scary, and we gotta fight one this war, so... yeah, I'm a little worried about that, but that's not till later, so we'll get there. Starting in Section 1 here, we're on Path 9, and we got a Lady Deathstrike. And gonna go be clearing with my good buddy, AndrewTheRuff. So we're clearing at the same time. We got shared paths in Section 1 and 2. And then he's gonna free me, so I can do some mini-boss action at the end, and then we both get to finish war early, which is really, really nice. So here I just decided to throw the special 2. I was originally planning on going for a special 3 rotation for this fight, but like she's already halfway down, and I was like, okay, do I really need a special 3? Probably not. And here I just need a beta special, and she's not throwing it. So sometimes when you're having trouble baiting a special, just go and tap their block. Try it once. If it doesn't work once, tap 2 taps into their block, little block tap ski, and usually that gets the special out. So there we go. I've actually, fought Lady Deathstrike quite a bit because Andrew has a 7-star, and we spar a lot in Battlegrounds. So fairly comfortable fighting her. Her animations, punching specials, all that good stuff. So that fight was an absolute breeze thanks to all my previous practice. Then next up here we got a 565 Nick Fury on node. This is node 18. Yeah, node 18. And so this is good placement for Nick because it basically it's power focus 1. So you'll see with his power bar, he gets to a special 1 very quickly, but above a special 1, he just barely gets power. So this is really good placement for Nick, because you really got to manage the tactical charges, and when you're fighting Nick, normally it's just push him to special 2. But here, it's a lot harder to push him to special 2. But there we go, we finally get there. It was a little close, he was unblockable, and you can see, boom, he's already right back to another special 1, and here, unblockable, and he just chucks it. That's the way Nick Fury's AI works. It's coded to be with his special attacks and his tactical charges. So when he has a certain amount of tactical charges, he's a lot more likely to throw the special 1. And if he's already unblockable, he's a lot less likely to throw the special 1 because it'll take him out of that unblockable state. That's what I've noticed from just years and years and years of fighting Nick Fury. His AI, it's coded to be a big jerk on defense, and it certainly is. It certainly is. But we got him down without too much trouble, so there we go, Nick Fury down, and I think Andy cleared the fight there, so I'm 21, so we go ahead and move on now. Section 2, we have a Void. So this is Minash, shout out to him, he's a good dude. I think this is a 565 Void. Yeah, we're also going to be fighting his rank 5 weapon Flex as the final fight this video. So we're going to heal up a little bit here, and so this is Hazard Shift, Shock, and Bleed now. So we're going to switch from the Magma form over to the Black Uru form, because we're just going to be straight up immune to Poison and Bleed, which is definitely what you want against Void. And then there's 2 other nodes here to just kind of keep in mind. One is Conflictor, so that just means if we apply a debuff, he's going to instantly shrug it and gain 75% of a bar of power. So basically that just means don't parry stun. For this matchup in particular. And then there's also a node, the little timer on me next to the regen. If that timer winds all the way down, the node tries to place an armor break on me, which I'm immune to, and then you see it gives us 90 of our morph charges, which is really great. So just gotta try to get as much of those armor breaks on me as I can. I don't want to, while also, maintaining my combo within increments of 10 and getting the debuff on me. So here, I probably could have waited like another second to let the armor break apply to me, but I was just focused on getting that debuff off. And here we do let it apply, so there we go. That applies. We have 340 morph charges, which is plenty. We'll be able to consume those soon. With just a little medium, light, medium combo here. So boom, medium, light, medium. We also got another armor break there that puts up like 430. So boom, now we have 2 of those vulnerability passive effects on Void, and it doesn't look like a lot right now, but if we get a crit, you're gonna see the numbers in red do so much. So again, no crits. It's not looking that good. We're gonna get a crit. There we go. That 9k crit did 18,000 in red. So you really see the damage spike on crits, which again is why the special 3 rotation is so powerful, because you get so many almost guaranteed crits. But anyway, now we move on to section 2, path 9. We have a Magneto here. Man, like, Absorb Man, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, just like the most versatile Mystic champion in the entire game. Taking Voids, Nick Furies, Magnetos, just with absolute ease. Crazy. But here we do have One-Eyed Open, and we start with a parry. Not the best way to start a fight, but because this is One-Eyed Open, basically this is just Intercept City. So just trying to intercept as much as I can. Obviously, light intercepts are better for Absorbing Man because it pauses his form and it applies a vulnerability passive. But the vulnerability passive that we apply for a light intercept or, you know, a light counter is about only one-fifth the potency of the vulnerability passive that you apply when you consume morph charges. Only 1/5 the potency, which is pretty crazy. But you know, it's still nice to have them. It all increases the damage, which is great. And this does have, you know, Magneto is a global defender here, so he is getting passive power gain via those passive prowess effects, which is just something to keep in mind. You know, I've been fighting Magneto for half a decade, so it's not too difficult to evade his specials. I think I blocked the first one. It kind of did some block damage. I was like, okay, I should probably not block any more of those. And yeah, here, throw special. He's at 1%. Here I'm just going to beta heavy and punish it, because if that hit doesn't take off the last 1%, then I don't even know what to say. Then I deserve to get hit. But now here we get to the Kindred, man. And it's only a rank 4 Kindred, which I didn't even notice going in. Which I think if I noticed that, it would have probably given me a little bit more confidence. But I didn't realize it was rank 4. I was just so, like, Kindred. Like, oh my god, I don't want to fight this guy. And the reason I don't want to fight him is because I'm getting my butt kicked by him in Battlegrounds occasionally. I've had some alright fights against him, but yeah. And also, I've seen two of the best war players that I know, you know, KT1 and AndrewTheRuff. Both of them have died to Kindred this season. So, like, oh man, I was just yeah, just all that combined, just very nervous about this fight. But it's just Hazard Shift, Shock, and Bleed, and like an armor node. So, you know, there's nothing crazy here. As long as we're in Uru with Absorbing Man, there's basically like no nodes. He's not a tactic, a defender, or anything. So pretty standard fight, at least. Nothing too much going on. It's really just a Kindred. So I'm boosted fairly big, you know, feeling pretty confident. And my goal is to get a punish on one of his specials. And I kind of have trouble doing it with the special 1, so I'm going to push him to his special 2 and try to punish that. And if you can do that, you can pause the little bug timer on you. So you see it's at 40, 41. So here we're going to bait this and then get a punish. And you can see now we have another pause timer, so it's stuck at 44. And once that goes to 50, you kind of just need to back off, or else you're going to just take tons and tons of damage. So here, bait the special 1, and I just, you know, not able to get the spacing right to punish it. So here I'm at 50 of those charges, which means it's time to just chill. My form is going to go ahead and fall off here, but I have a bar of power, so I know I can instantly get back into my form. I'm not too worried. I'm keeping my distance. We've only taken a tiny bit of degeneration damage, and boom, fight is now reset. Going to go ahead and throw that special 1. Boom, now we're back in Black Uru. We're all good. Getting our combos in, and we're like halfway through this fight. And I just kind of want to do the second half how I did the first half, with a punish on the special 2 here. Which I do, once again, feels really good. Here, I'm trying to get a little fancy, though, end up taking a couple of hits. It's alright, it's all good. We got some morph charges now, which is also really great, and he's below 20%. So he's getting low, and, you know, I'm trying to be ready to, you know, punish the root. So here I throw my special 1, and that puts us in the root, but I'm a little bit shy. He throws a special, then I get hit by a heavy, then I throw my special, and he doesn't die, and I'm just like, dude, there goes 40% of my HP. Like, we were playing that perfectly right up till the end. Then almost half my life is gone. Ugh. This is by far the most expensive war I've had this season, or maybe like ever. Just so many potions. So many potions. But hey, you know, as long as we're not dying, that's what's important. I've been buying 2 potions a day now to try to recoup my stash. It's getting expensive out here on the loyalty, man. Luckily, I have 2 million saved up though, so can afford it. But I am trying to save my loyalty, you know, for there's supposedly supposed to be 7-star crystals, unique crystals being added to the loyalty store eventually. So, you know, I want to save loyalty for that. But I got 23 seconds left on my invulnerability boost. Here we got a Nova with one-eyed open. So I wasn't too worried about this fight. Go ahead, beta heavy, and punish it with my heavy there, so that's good. I decided to put on magma form as well. Definitely wasn't needed. I think black Uru or magma, either one would have worked just fine here. But yeah, the plan is to go for the special 3 rotation because, you know, that gives us the crit rate, and yeah, I'm hoping to just kind of nuke him down after the special 3. Everything's going alright so far, right up until here. Just mess up the special 1. Dude, Nova's special 1 is so weird. It's like, normally I have 0 problem evading it and it feels good to evade, but like sometimes it feels like my evade gets like sticky and like I just get caught by a special 1. And it feels like I shouldn't have been caught by it. I don't know, it's a weird one. But yeah, most of the time you get the clean decks and it's all good. So now my form has fallen off, which again doesn't matter because special 3 not only does it put us back in our last form, but it also refines it, so it really doesn't matter. But I'm about to make a mistake here. I'm going to try to punish his special 1 with a heavy, and I kind of didn't think it would work, but I kind of wanted to see if it would. It doesn't work, and I get heavily punished. I didn't think I was going to take that much damage if it didn't connect. And I was looking at the notes here too, and I was like, is there power efficiency? Because it just felt like Nova had just a ridiculously absurd amount of power, like the entire fight. No power efficiency. I'm like, okay. I'm going to hide my webcam now so you guys can see Nova's power. So here I'm trying to bait the special, and he's not throwing it. I'm like, dude, come on. Here, he throws it, and then I mess it up. I'm like, no, this is not good. Like, I'm wasting time. Like, you can see I've already wasted half the time with these crits. But watch this. 25%, 1 more full combo, push him red, but it kills. The crits on Absorbing Man is just ridiculous, man. 25% of his HP, I think it was in like 4 hits, just eviscerated. Like, when Absorbing Man crits, dude, it's nuts. So, I just need that feature AntMan mini-boss cleared, which Andy does for me, shout out to him. And then I think he's taking that Kitty Pride, and then I'm heading to the right here. We're going to take this Immortal Abomination, and then we're going to take the Weapon Flex. So it's a 565 I-Bomb, and I'm going to go ahead and throw on an Invulnerability Boost. This was mainly for the next fight, but I was like, hey, you know, it's not going to hurt for this fight too. Might as well stretch it across both fights. Also throw on a 150% tech boost, because the plan's kind of hopefully to cycle some special 2s with the rank 5 Warlock. And so this node has Stunning Reflection, so if you parry, it gets reflected. However, there's a way to put this on cooldown, which is to apply Poison, or I believe, is it Incinerate? It might be Shock. I think it's Incinerate, though. I think it's Poison and Incinerate. Put it on cooldown, and yeah, I'm definitely sure it's Incinerate. And so, I-Bomb here, though, he poisons himself, so it actually puts the node on cooldown. There's also, the node, but when they're stunned, you deal more damage. So you want to be stunning them, and so he's just putting the node on cooldown himself. So I think this is a pretty poor placement, kind of completely counterintuitive to the node. But I was happy when I was in the fight. I'm like, oh, this is a breeze. This is so easy. Like this is a joke. This is a joke. Like I was kind of worried about this fight at first, but as soon as I got in here and I saw how things were working, I'm like, okay, So here, fun fact, if you didn't know, if the opponent does not have a bar of power after your special 2 with Warlock, you can just rip a heavy if they're against the wall, which I did there. I actually ripped 2 heavies, and yeah, this fight was an absolute breeze. One more special 2 to end it. Boom. A little bit over a minute. It took about 16% of our HP. Not too bad. And yeah, that fight went great. Don't recommend placing I-Bomb there, because a little counterintuitive to the node. Then we get to this fight. Rank 5 Weapon Flex from Minash here. And I was a little worried, but you know, we're going in with Warlock, who's just one of the best options. I only have 3 items left, so you know, no mistakes here. I gotta just crush this fight. It has Brute Force and Limber, and also like a Disorient when you parry. So I'm just going to go ahead and, again, hide my webcam so you guys can just see. I'm just going to let you guys watch this fight. This is exactly how you want to fight WeaponX. Like, this was the most perfect fight I think I've ever had. So just watch. Bada bing, bada boom. Just perfect intercepts there. Like, oh, it's just so clean. And that's why, like, I don't run WeaponX anymore in my deck or use them for Battlegrounds, so I wouldn't take him to rank 5. Just because if someone skilled fights him, he's a joke. He's an absolute joke if, you know, if you just know how to fight him. And you can really take advantage of his aggressive AI. It's not hard at all. So yeah, I was really proud of that fight. Telling Andy, good work, partner. He crushed his fights as well. He actually brought Vox to war, which was odd. But yeah, you guys can check out Andy's channel if you're not already subscribed. Highly recommend checking it out. Very high-level skill gameplay and really great personality. But yeah, that's going to do it for all my fights in this war. And massive shout out to BG3 because we dropped a freaking donut on these guys. We had 0 deaths. Cleared their entire map, not a single death. So we crushed it. Felt really good. Their BG3 had 2 deaths, which is still, you know, pretty solid. And dude, we finally did it. We finally broke our losing streak. So, oh, feels so good to finally get a win. Like, war actually started to feel fun again. So yeah, GG's to DSVG. Thank you guys for letting us break our win streak, our losing streak, finally get a win. Hopefully this can be the start of a win streak. I sure hope. Bounce back and try to get masters. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this Alliance War video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Let me know which fight was your favorite. Kindred, Warlock against WeaponX. Mine was definitely the WeaponX fight. Yeah, but I am getting a little bit better at fighting Kindred, so that is good. Progress is important. Yeah, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if so. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Peace out.